welcome to this week's edition of Dispatches from Shedquarters. I'm your host, Mike Lutz.
And I'm Jason.
You're co-host.
Am I officially a co-host?
You're officially now co-host.
I'm more like a barnacle.
That too. And cheers.
Cheers.
Tonight is sponsored by, well, not sponsored by, but assisted by Busch Ice.
Tastes like a beer.
It does. It does taste like a beer. It's a little bit stronger. It's a strong beer.
That I can notice.
It's only 5.5. It's not...
Still, it's a stronger beer flavor. Again, I'm not a big beer guy. So
I know.
It is a stronger tasting beer.
Yes, okay.
But that can only help.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt.
Yep. Well.
What? I like that. There's that one... The one picture of Wolverine I've seen from one of the X-Men comic books. He's sitting there down on the floor. He's holding a beer. I think it's like Kitty Pryde or somebody comes up, and the caption is, "There's a fan."
Oh. I'm like, well, I was I'm feeling a draft, and I hear a buzzing.
No, Kitty. Wolverine's like sitting on there, and he's got a pile of beer cans around him. She goes, "Can I help?" And Wolverine looks up at her and goes, "Are you a beer?" So,
some would argue that's a true Canadian.
Yeah. Well, what's the other one? Homer Simpson's got a good one. Alcohol, the solution to and cause of all of life's problems.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
There's no arguing that one.
No, there's nothing hidden behind that message at all.
Nope. So what you been up to?
Well, so last Wednesday we did the Whiskey Wednesday movie night.
Another successful Whiskey Wednesday.
Yeah. Your first viewing of First Blood.
Yep, and it was awesome.
Amazing
movie.
It had been a long time since I had seen that one last. So when you suggested, "Hey, let's watch First Blood," I was like, "That's a great idea." So I had where I can't remember when I watched it. It doesn't matter when I watched it.
I find it really weird though the direction that series takes immediately after.
I think they got blindsided by the success of the first one, and since I said, like, the first one's dealing with Vietnam and the after effects of Vietnam, the war that was fresh in everybody's mind was Afghanistan, with the Mujahideen versus the Russians.
No, but that didn't come into play until Rambo 3. Rambo 2, he was back in Vietnam or something. First Blood, Rambo Part 2 was in Vietnam or somewhere like that.
Trying to get POWs.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's Rambo First Blood Part 2.
Yeah.
And then Rambo 3 was Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
And the only thing I remember from that was him trying to take down that massive friggin' helicopter.
Yes.
And cauterizing a through-and-through bullet wound with a shotgun shell.
Yeah, that was a fantastic movie magic going on there. So, what do you think of my fantastic lighting system?
It's a lot brighter.
Yes. I said, and no more tape.
No tape.
Zip ties, baby.
You're moving
I'll
up.
tell you, a leap forward in technology.
Yep. Next you're going to be dealing in screws and rivets.
Yeah. And then, so the Whiskey Wednesday movie night led into the Park Your Rear backyard movie night at my friend's place, Ron and Mandy's, out at their place in Melbourne, where we watched the first season of Norseman Marathon from the Netflix series.
I don't think I've ever saw that.
It basically, it's a comedy in the same vein as Monty Python, but with it's a spoof on Vikings.
Okay.
And it was.
I think, you know what? Now that you mention that, I think I might have seen a trailer, but I've never looked it up.
It's funny.
Yeah.
They said if you're kind of steeped in the culture, kind of like I am, you look at it and go, ha ha, that's good stuff
I'm
right there.
partway there. I've gotten drawn into it. I love Vikings, the show. So,
Yeah.
You know, I probably dig it. I might have to look that one up eventually.
Yeah, hold on a sec here.
Uh-oh.
I
Technical difficulties?
forgot to do this. There we go. That way it won't shut off on us. There.
Okay.
I sure hope that didn't stop recording while we were...
I don't think so.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, I think we're good now. No, like I said, I forgot to turn the timer off.
Gotcha.
But the it was a fun night. There was a bunch of us got out there. They were just sitting in our patio chairs. They projected it onto the side of their house.
So it's fun. I've known a few people who do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like I remember going over to our friend Brad's place, and we watched Shoot 'Em Up.
Oh yeah.
He projected it on he had a sheet hanging and we across the pool kind of thing, and that was fun.
That's cool. The well, they said I ended up spending the night because I had a few drinks there. Safety first, no drinking and driving.
Yep.
But you can drink and podcast. Well,
There's no laws against that.
Nope. Walked into Labor Day on vacation, so I'm on vacation right now still. So
I'm not.
no, that's terrible. You should talk to Tech Savvy and see if,
I got to use my vacation time sparingly because I only get 2 weeks a year right now, and I've been smattering a day here and a day there for mostly for taking the boys to school or back to school or whatever, and then I have to save a full week plus a day for show week at the end of October. So, as long as they approve it, they haven't approved it yet, but I'll be off for the entire week leading up to show plus the day after for recovery. So, but then that's been my thing for a few years now is making sure I'm off for show week, because trying to work an 9-hour shift essentially, because I'm there for 9 hours, and then having to go and do a full-on rehearsal and shows. I ain't as young as I used to be, and also I'd survive it, but there'd be a lot of pain medication and probably real alcohol involved. So
I have one suggestion to help you through that: cocaine.
That's been suggested by other cast members. So.
Well, see, there you go.
But if I take the week off, I don't have to worry about it.
But if you don't get the week off,
I needed it for Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor.
Always have a contingency plan. A half kilo Coke be able to get you through.
Just a quick bump leading into the big song and dance.
You can share some.
Share.
Sharing is caring.
If I'm doling out the money to buy Coke, I mean sharing.
Now, I wanted to touch on the one thing. You just talking about taking boys back to school.
Yep.
You're listening to your other podcast talking about how Xander has the shine has come off the diamond with.
It's exactly what I expected was going to happen.
He's been exposed.
He got there, and like the first time he came home during his first semester last year, he started talking that way. So Xander has become quote unquote woke in regards to climate change and particularly the beef industry's effect on climate change, and how it's because we eat too much beef that there's so many cows, and that's causing the detriment to the environment.
Is his objection more to factory farming, or
I believe that would be the term? Yes,
the beef industry in general.
We're breeding too many cows for feeding for us to eat.
Okay.
That and that's what's hurting the environment. That's his argument in a nutshell.
Now, my question is, has he become vegan?
He doesn't eat beef. He's not full on vegan. Doesn't eat beef. He tries to avoid pork, but he'll still have a bacon once in a while and stuff like that. But if he eat the only meats he'll eat regularly is chicken and maybe some fish. But even then, he's still he is leaning more towards salads and beans and that kind of stuff. So he's moving in the direction of vegan.
All right. Now, he is fully aware of the wholesale slaughter of animals that is involved in harvesting of the vegetables that go into his salads, right?
Probably not.
Yeah, he said.
But as I said last night when I talked about this stuff, I'm not allowed to engage him on it anymore.
Oh,
it starts to get heated.
No. See,
and I'll be honest, I'm not educated in that stuff myself. Like I know very, very little about it. I am a firm believer that arguments like that about the cattle industry and whatnot being part of it, I think that stuff's blown way out of proportion. That's some sort of an agenda. That's my thinking, okay? And that's not based on anything other than what I have gleaned over the years.
Your personal
my personal perspective, if you will.
Yeah.
Not based on anything particularly. Just I honestly think a lot of that talk is blown out of proportion. Now I'm not saying that global warming isn't a thing or whatever. Okay, sure, I'm sure there is evidence to that. Absolutely, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying people trying to say blaming cows. No, I don't think that's the case.
The amount of methane that the cows produce, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I have a hard time believing that the cow farming industry, the beef industry, produces that much methane to create the environmental disaster that's currently affecting us right now. Exactly. I find that very hard to believe. Is it a factor? Maybe.
Sure.
I give it a solid maybe.
Yeah.
But
that's as far as I'll go with it.
Yeah. I don't have it like this is almost going to run counterpoint to the closing arguments of the Madhouse about where they're talking about
Thor is angry. Thor is really angry.
He is really angry, but I really hope that came through. But when Anthony was talking about, there was the paper that he had read about the cycles. The cooling and the warming cycles. I agreed with him on his point that the cycling of the temperatures happen. I also have to go to the idea that anybody can get a paper made, and any paper can say anything that the people that paid for that paper can be made.
Yep.
So
it's no different than Wikipedia. Anybody can post whatever, and you can edit any post in there.
Yeah.
And that's why you can't trust, and that's why, like college course and whatnot, they will not accept Wikipedia as a source material.
Nor should they.
No.
Like you said, for the exact reason.
I've personally witnessed things that, total bullshit.
Yeah.
What comes to my particular was the Chris Benoit situation.
Yes.
There was shit on his Wikipedia page the day it happened. It was there was already information on there about the situation.
That's craziness.
Yeah, I think it had maybe hit the news an hour before, and somebody already updated the Wikipedia. Come on.
So, somebody heard one of the first reports, and the first reaction was to jump onto Wikipedia, and you can't. Not credible at all.
No.
But something that is credible, like I said, kind of speaking of wrestling, it was a very loose segue in there. So you did watch the AEW All Out.
Yes, I did.
All right, and the new champion, Chris Jericho.
I liked it.
I thought
it was a phenomenal match. Hangman had a good showing.
Yeah.
It made perfect sense for Jericho to get the win.
Yes.
Because it adds a little bit of prestige to that title.
Yeah.
It gives it some credibility, if you will. And it's a logical progression. That match I thought was great. And Hangman really held his own.
Yep.
I thought the whole card was solid. There are a couple matches I can kind of do without a little bit.
The one that I was not a huge fan of was the three-way hardcore match.
Yep, me too. I don't care about hardcore.
No, from my perspective, I feel hardcore wrestling is very lazy wrestling.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Because there's no wrestling involved.
There's no psychology. It's just whacking somebody with stuff.
Like, I'll admit, it was entertaining in ECW's day.
Yeah.
And it can have its moments, but honestly, I don't see the point of them including that at all. Elite. I don't.
I think your words said it best when you were trying to describe it. They have something for everybody.
Yeah.
And they're trying to be different by showcasing these different styles of wrestling that you're not used to seeing.
Yeah, I don't. It didn't work. That match didn't work for me. And you know, I'm not too. I like Darby Allin, and Joey Janela's kind of fun. Not really feeling that Jimmy Havoc dude. Like, because to me he seems to be one step above New Jack, and that he doesn't really try to wrestle much. He just wants to hit the hardcore shit. I mean, he pulls out the staple gun and all that kind of crap.
Yeah, but when you start throwing the New Jack name around,
I know
there's nobody you can compare to New Jack when it comes to hardcore wrestling.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even hardcore wrestling when New Jack does it. It's felonious assault.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I can distinctly remember seeing a match in ECW, and Joey Styles lost his mind because New Jack did a simple body slam.
Yeah.
He actually used one wrestling move in a match.
Yep.
And Joey Styles lost his mind.
Absolutely. I've seen enough videos of New Jack and him doing his thing is just like, just scary, and it's not. I'm not a fan of that style of wrestling.
No.
So
not me either. So, you know, but all in all, though, the rest of the card was really, really good.
Yeah.
The tag team ladder match. Are the Young Bucks even still alive?
Well, that being
I haven't
said,
looked. Was there a BTE? I haven't even looked.
There was.
There was. Okay.
No,
I have not watched it.
This was pre-show.
Oh,
so backstage
okay.
pre-show.
Okay, so there's no Fallout BTE yet.
There is Fallout.
Oh, okay.
Just broke today, actually.
Okay.
Chris Jericho, new AEW heavyweight champion.
Yep.
The belt was stolen out of his luggage.
Oh shit.
Like legitimately stolen out of his luggage. It's not an angle. It's legit been stolen.
What?
Yes. So my understanding is, the way it was reported, Jericho went to the airport, had his bags in the limo. The limo took him to a restaurant. Jericho forgot his bags in the limo. When the limo came back, Jericho's bags were gone.
So he's lost all his luggage.
He lost his luggage, and the belt was in the luggage.
Holy shit.
So it's like legit gone.
Wow. Wow. There's got to be a way to know for them to track, figure where that is. Like the limo. Where did the limo take the bags? Right.
Whoever, the limo went back to an airport, so anybody could have gotten into the limo.
Yeah.
So
is it like a cab? You just hop in.
Maybe. They're just saying from when Jericho left the airport, went to the restaurant, and by the time everything got back together, Jericho's bag with the belt was gone.
That's insane. Wow.
Yeah. That's why nobody likes traveling with the belt. Because, one, it's heavy, and two, it can get stolen.
And it's probably not cheap.
No. I bet you Tony Khan's pretty pissed right now.
Probably.
I don't know if they're smart, they would have
Insurance.
insurance made on.
Right.
They would have duplicate belts. Now, are they going to make this into a storyline?
I guess it depends on if they
Find the
it
belt,
again.
yeah.
You know?
But it could be Thunder. it could be something else going like.
That legit. This is not.
It's legit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been confirmed by 3 different sources.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's been an actual police report filed, and
what's your take on the Kenny Omega Pac match?
Fantastic match.
Did you like the finish?
I did.
I am absolutely loving this story that they're building with Kenny.
Yep.
I think that is brilliant
Yep,
of them to play it that way.
Absolutely.
You know, everybody assumed Kenny was going to come in, Kenny was going to be running on top. Like, everybody assumed it.
Yep.
No, I love this whole, he was on top last year and he's struggling this year. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
I think the words one of the commentators actually said was, they're questioning if he left his wrestling heart in Japan.
Oh.
That was one of the commentators said that.
Wow. That's a good
record.
question. And this falls right in line with AEW's wins and losses matter format.
It's building up to that where Kenny's going to have to claw his way up that ladder.
Yep.
And that, to me, is brilliant of them to do. Everybody knows he's one of the best wrestlers on the planet right now.
He showed it against Pac.
That was a phenomenal match.
The match that they put on was from bell to bell, technically perfect match.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see a whole lot of
when the finish happened though, it came out of nowhere. Like, you were not expecting that to happen.
No.
You know. We're on the 401 heading back to Chatham, and it happened, and I scared Crystal because I had my earbud in, and I'm watching, and then it happened. I'm like, what the fuck? What?
Oh, never mind. Yeah. That's right, folks.
Welcome to the shed.
Welcome to the Shedquarters. The standing brutalizer that Pac put on Omega, like that crucifix hold is a legit painful hold.
Oh yeah, because not only it's pushing the neck forward or ranking the shoulders back.
Yeah. So
and you're only going to bend so far.
Yeah. That was the first time I've seen.
I think Kenny had started turning purple.
Oh yeah. So he was cranking on that pretty tight. Which he should have, because it was the finish.
Yeah.
And it looked killer. It was a fantastic finish to that match. And then Pac comes out of that looking like an absolute killer and shoots himself straight into title contention.
You think so?
I think so. With that performance, you got to look at Pac and go, there's something there that, like, I want to see more of.
I had to show Xander the clip, or the bit, going to the opening match. SCU versus the Jurassic Express.
Yes.
Luchasaurus.
That dude's fantastic.
Wow. When he, midway through the match, took out all 3 members of SCU.
Yes.
Like, with the way he did the Matrix backflip and stuff.
Yep.
Like, amazing for a guy his size.
Yeah.
Truly amazing.
I was telling you about that BTE episode where the SCU was like having the premonitions of who their match was, and I'm just like, this could be a fun match, and I'm still not a fan of Marco Stunt.
No?
No.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough of him. I don't know. I need to see more. I think Jungle Boy has a lot of potential. I think he's really going to be a one to watch.
Yeah.
I think he's got a big future in the business.
When you have a guy that's smaller than Jungle Boy in the match,
yeah,
it really pushes the suspension of disbelief to a level that is just like, I don't know.
Yeah, and until they decide they want to do like a junior heavyweight title, that's where he'll get to shine a little more.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're just going to be a joke. And I honestly think there's potential for Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. That they have the potential to be a really great team. And Luchasaurus himself, I think he's one to watch.
If you take Marco Stunt out of that team and just put Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy out there together and have them chase the Bucks and the Lucha Bros, those three teams.
I think we're probably going to get that in the tournament.
I hope so.
At some point, we should get that.
I really hope so, because I like Jungle Boy's fast enough, but Luchasaurus is showing us stuff that
and Jungle Boy's growing.
Yes,
he's bulking up. It's a slow progression, which you want.
Yeah.
But I do find it funny though that JR doesn't call him Jungle Boy.
No, Jumpin'
He
Jim?
keeps calling him Jungle Jack Perry.
Is that who? Okay, because
he keeps calling him Jungle Jack because Jungle Boy is Luke Perry's son.
Yeah.
So he keeps calling him Jungle Jack Perry.
Okay, but one of the ones I heard him JR was saying something about Jumpin' Jim, and I was like, no, come on, JR.
Come on, he's old. Okay, he's gonna go
I understand he's old, but you don't want to have your commentators making fun of your wrestlers.
Did you notice the graphic screw up during for when Darby Allin came out for that hardcore match?
No.
They put Jimmy Havoc under his.
No.
They put Jimmy Havoc's name up on the screen.
That's fine. They're interchangeable.
Almost.
Yeah.
Not far off.
What was it? I missed the Cody match because the thing, the links that I had, there were everything was all chopped up.
Did you hear about the finish?
I did see a clip where Arn Anderson came out.
Well, yeah, Tully Blanchard's in the corner of Shawn Spears.
Yes.
And MJF was in Cody's corner.
Yes.
MJF did next to nothing in the entire match. Kind of surprising, to be honest. Tully Blanchard tried to pull a few tricks here and there. And then, I can't remember exactly what led to it, but Arn comes down, and everybody's expecting, he's going to back up Tully or whatever. No, he gets in the ring and gives Spears a double-A spine buster.
Nice.
And Tully's like, what the heck? What? And he's like, he followed Arn away.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, so, you got a bit of a, what's happening?
In the Horseman ranks.
Yeah.
I just can't wait for Barry Windham to show up. Is he still alive?
As far as I know.
I can't wait for Barry Windham to show up. Barry Windham backs Hangman Page.
That's almost too perfect.
It would make perfect sense, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. See, whereas the WWE would not do that booking because somebody goes, "Oh, that makes perfect sense." AEW will go, "Absolutely makes perfect sense."
Yep.
Here you go. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It would be interesting. I know they're talking about AEW is going to open up a school.
I'm not surprised.
And the head coach is going to be Dustin Rhodes. So
good choice.
That's the heck of a choice.
What's Billy Gunn? What's his role? I know he's a part of AEW, but is he something with talent, or is he?
I think he's an agent. Okay. I don't know exactly. I want to say he's an agent, but I don't know if he's got anything more to do with it than just backstage stuff.
I know he's definitely behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. I didn't know what his role was.
Yeah. So I did like Sid's point on the Madhouse. It goes, when they get exposed, how are they going to play it out?
Will they be able to maintain the quality on a weekly level?
The schedule that they put out for the weekly, I think they're only going to do 2 matches a show, but they're going to be longer matches.
Have they said if it's an hour long or 2 hours?
I want to say an hour.
Makes sense.
So,
and you can have 2 really good matches in an hour.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe even 3 if you keep them to 15 to 20.
Yeah.
You can almost get 3 in there.
3 plus promos and.
But that's just it. Are they going to do much in the way of promo work?
I hope so, because that's what the promo puts the asses in the seats.
Yeah.
You talk them into the building.
But and I guess it is different in New Japan, right? Because
Correct.
they don't do much of the promo work.
No.
But you're dealing with an American company.
Right.
They have to deal with an American audience. So as long as it doesn't become too much promo and not enough wrestling. That's the problem with the Fed.
Yeah.
You watch
absolutely.
a 3-hour Raw, you get, if you're lucky, 45 minutes of actual wrestling in a 3-hour program.
That, I think you're going to see a bigger role for the promos and the skits that they do on BTE. I think you're going to see a lot of that stuff put on BTE.
Okay.
I believe, like,
Well,
it would only make sense for that show to keep going on because it's such a hit. And then you can have that weird stuff where you got like Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy walking a dog and they run into Johnny Impact or Johnny Morrison and Taya Valkyrie. You can do that stuff on BTE. You definitely can't do that on AEW television.
Right. Unless there's something going on between AEW and Impact. I have not looked up to see if that's what's going on because you see the tag team that appeared.
But those guys, their contracts are out.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where I don't know. I don't know people's contract levels with Impact.
Go to Reddit is like a fountain
I stay away from Reddit.
Yeah.
I'm not getting sucked down that world.
Well, there's the Squared Circle subreddit. It's all about wrestling, and people like there's like different news sites and stuff like that. So
I just read my news off of WrestleZone.
Oh, okay.
WrestleZone seems to be one of the more credible ones, so I check that almost daily.
Yeah.
Just to see if there's anything interesting coming up. It's getting awfully loud in here.
It is getting awfully loud. Might have to do a two-parter. Oh, we'll cut this one early.
You want to pause for a minute?
Yeah, we'll pause for a little bit, ride it out, see what happens. All right, we'll be right back. And we're back. Yeah. I think. Hope don't do that. Oh my goodness, what have I done? Oh, okay. Whew. Yeah, okay. Little thunderstorm break.
Yep.
This is the dangers involved in podcasting in the wild.
The wild.
Wow.
It's a tin shed in your backyard. It ain't very wild.
It is the Shedquarters in the middle of the Amazonian rainforest. That's not on fire.
I was about to say it's not that warm in here.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
I
smell smoke.
No. You'll be all right.
Anyways.
Yeah. But the where were we?
Oh, we were talking about All Elite, but I think we kind of.
Oh yes, all Elite Wrestling.
I'm still a fan. I'm looking forward to the show. Still can't get TNT here, but
yeah.
I'll live with that.
Now, like still on wrestling. I know I'm losing a couple people here, but it's my show. I can talk about whatever. The Billy Corrigan from the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, owner of the NWA.
Yeah, they're doing studio shows again.
I saw that.
So that between NXT going to USA Network, AEW going to TBS, TNT, and NWA shooting for TV, there's going to be a whole bunch more wrestling on TV for everybody to take in. In case you haven't gotten enough already.
I think wrestling is having a big resurgence right now. And that's not a bad thing.
No.
Because you're getting a lot of different styles. You're getting a lot of different styles, is I guess the only way to put it. I don't know what word I was looking for. Yeah. But every company's a little bit different. I caught the last hour of Smash Wrestling.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I've ever watched a full Smash show.
A couple episodes here and there.
Okay.
And I caught one, and I don't know when it was recorded, but it must have been fairly recent. But they had this a weird ass match. It was, I think they called it the "What's in the Box" challenge.
What's in the box challenge?
Yes. They didn't know what was in the boxes. There, in each corner, there was a box hanging from a pole.
Okay.
And 5 guys in the match. If you got a box down, you're out. And then once all the boxes were taken, you'd open the boxes and find out what's inside.
Okay.
And there's potentially career-changing items in 1 or 2 of these boxes. So now I don't know any of these wrestlers. Some of them are kind of impressive and all what I saw, but they included one of the commentators in the match randomly, and he was, it was kind of silly and all. He gets a box, gets laid out at the end of the match, so he's unconscious. The other commentator comes up, takes the box, and he opens the box.
Okay.
Like he took the box from him.
Yeah.
He got fired. Another guy, they had a guy called The Muscle. That's his name.
The Muscle?
The Muscle. Just a guy who's kind of cut, wearing, I think, jeans, and he's an idiot.
Okay.
He's just muscle.
He's just the muscle.
Right? This other guy who seemed to be pretty popular, and he seemed to be pretty decent with his work, he opens his box. Okay, the muscle got a #1 contender shot.
Oh, okay.
The other guy, I can't even remember his name, opens his box, and there's like a 30-foot chain in the box.
Okay.
And the muscle loses his mind.
I'll trade you this for that.
He does!
Oh.
Because he's never owned a chain that big in his life. That was what it was. This another dude opens a box, and it wasn't anything. It was nothing important.
Okay.
Like it was
like a hot dog, somebody's pig,
something like that, right? And then the last one, this guy who I think might be like one of the top guys in the company. Like he definitely seemed to be one of the most popular guys. Psycho Mike.
Okay.
He opens it up, and there's a desk lamp.
A what?
A desk lamp.
A desk lamp.
A desk lamp with cord. A simple desk lamp.
Yeah, okay.
And he's like, well,
a contract that
I don't even own a desk, right? Well, the ring announcer comes out. A tech guy brings an extension cord. They plug the lamp in. And he goes, Mike, that's a magic lamp.
Oh, no.
You get 3 wishes. Now, Psycho Mike is an idiot.
Yeah.
He wastes his first 2 wishes, saying I wish I could do this, whatever. And then he goes, because the one commentator, the color commentator who got fired, he's like, you could wish me back, And he goes, I only got 1 wish left. I can't, And he goes, I got it. I'll wish for more wishes.
Standard like, wish?
You can't do it. He goes, check the Smash Wrestling handbook. The color commentator had the handbook.
Yep.
He opened paragraph 49, Article 7. No, you can't wish for more wishes. And he goes, damn it. I really wish I could wish for more wishes. He got more wishes!
Oh, boy.
It was goofy and stupid, but you know what? It put a smile on my face, and that's what's important.
Well, the mystery box match is not a new concept at all.
No, but the way they played it was interesting.
The one that I remember, the mystery box match that I remember the most vividly from way back in the day was the Shot Collar mystery box match. It was from a hardcore group in Toronto. So, you've got 2 guys that come to the ring, already wearing shock collars, dog shock collars.
Okay.
There's 4 boxes on the ring posts.
Okay.
the remote control for each shock collar is in one of the boxes.
But you don't know which remote's
Right. Right. You don't know which remote control controls which shock collar until you press the button.
That could end badly.
Yes, it did. It was fantastic.
Please tell me somebody pissed themselves in there.
No, it was just like one of those things. Like,
Oh no!
Yeah.
I want to. Yeah, and he can't let go because he's seizing up.
No, it was not quite like to that effect, but it was just like, I think he ended up throwing it across the room or something like that, which in and of itself is a bad idea because somebody in Toronto is going to pick it up and just hold on to that. So
yeah, you put it in the hands of a wrong fan.
Any fan is the wrong fan.
They're gonna wait just as he's going off the top rope.
Yeah.
Goes for a shooting star press.
Any fan is the wrong fan when it comes to them having control of the shock collar remote control. But I've seen some of the crazy stuff that happened in Ontario with the hardcore stuff, and it's just like, I don't want to do that. It's just, some of those guys that want to do it, go right ahead. You said Death Proof Wrestling, they was all built around the one thing I wanted to. Death Proof had the best championship, the drunk weight championship.
Drunk weight championship.
Yeah. So basically, you had to drink your face off. Then you had to go in and wrestle this match. And the last time I heard, there was somebody that I knew was the champion. And she kicked everybody's ass.
Was it Jeff Hardy?
No, it was Caitlin Diamond.
I've seen her in action.
There's a name you know. So, yeah.
She's the drunk weight champion?
She's the drunk weight champion the last time I heard. Yep. So, she posted a air quote training video the one day, and I was just like, "This is fantastic." So there's creativity in the idea of the different styles of matches you can come up with.
Well, comedy wrestling has its place.
Yeah.
And it has its audience in small doses, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I do like some good comedy wrestling. I love Orange Cassidy.
Oh yeah.
And he's hooking up with the best friends.
Mm-hmm. I did see that.
His tope suicide dive, if you will.
Yeah, tope suicida.
With his hands in his pockets.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's insane.
That's
complete trust on the other guys.
Exactly. And
what did you do?
I'll never tell. You'll never take me alive either.
Oh, great. I'm fucking hostage now.
That's right.
What are you doing with those sharp objects, Mike?
You really want to know?
Please keep it away from my neck. Or my junk.
There's a new YouTube show that you're going to want to watch.
There's a new YouTube show. Okay.
Yeah. VETV.
VETV.
Villain Enterprises Television.
Marty taking shots?
Marty's taking a shot.
All right.
So it's Marty, Flip, PCO, and the fourth guy from Villain Enterprises. I'm not quite sure what his name is.
I can't remember.
But they're doing their version of BTE. And it was funny because Flip goes, "Isn't somebody already doing this?" Marty goes, "No, they're dead." So,
that's why they said it back.
Yeah.
That's why they said, no, I think he's still dead.
Yeah.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you think that's all in fun?
Oh,
yeah. Do you think there's heat there?
This is why. Marty's contract with ROH is over in November. So, yeah. So, you're going to see, I don't know when Flip's contract is over, but...
Flip joining Marty's group was, I saw that. I saw that promo and how they played that. I thought that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Flip needed that.
Absolutely.
Flip needed to change things up. So becoming a heel, really smart.
Absolutely.
Smart on their part.
Absolutely. The speaking of heel turns, I know WWE stuff is not really something in our wheelhouse, but I did see something last night that was rather interesting. Sasha Banks comes back from her wherever she was, her hiatus.
Okay.
And I think the last time people saw Sasha Banks was at WrestleMania. She had walked away. She disappeared.
Okay.
She come back a couple weeks ago and absolutely destroyed Natalya.
Really?
Like, beat the living daylights out of Natalya. This was after, I want to say SummerSlam.
Okay.
So Natalya had her match with Becky Lynch, and they were doing the injury angle. Sasha comes out, beats up Natalya. Becky Lynch comes out, Sasha beats up Becky. So they've been going back and forth. Last night on Raw, I saw the clip. Sasha lays out Becky again. Sasha goes out to get a chair. Bayley comes running in.
Really?
Really. Takes the chair out of Sasha's hand. He's going, what are you doing? You can't do this. This is wrong. Like this. And as soon as that happened, I went, Bayley's turning heel.
Yep.
And as soon as I said that, she turned around and just wailed away on Becky with the chair. So, the season of the heel turn is well on us now.
That's really surprising, given what I've heard of Bayley's popularity amongst kids in particular. Like, so, that's interesting.
Yeah, so that's what's going on in the Fed right now.
Interesting. A little bit.
Yeah.
Not enough to make me watch, but...
No. It was one of those little things that caught my attention. I went, yeah, interesting. So,
is that kind of a little bit of a desperation shot?
I think so. Do you
think they're getting scared?
They're stuck right now because with Becky being as over as she is, you need a credible threat, which is Sasha. But one-on-one, it doesn't work because Sasha's going to get sympathy and she's going to get support. You throw Bayley into the mix, now you've got 2-on-1. Becky is never going to take any help from anybody because she's the man. So you've got a 2-on-1 situation where Bayley's the SmackDown champ. So Becky's the Raw champ. So now you've got Sasha right in between them. Now everybody's saying, well, Sasha's manipulating Becky or Bayley, which is quite possible. So you could see a match start where you get Becky's pissed off. She challenges Bayley, champion versus champion, Clash of Champions or something like that. Sasha interjects herself into that. She turns around and fucks over Bayley and steals the SmackDown Championship.
Probably
that could happen too.
I could really see that.
Yeah, it's convoluted booking, but
that's WWE.
It's WWE, so anything's possible. Anything's possible. But that's basically the most interesting thing I've seen out of the WWE right now is, and I don't know how long that's going to last.
The only other thing that kind of piqued my interest, but not enough to make me watch, is the Bray Wyatt stuff. That Funhouse thing.
They did a new Firefly Funhouse video last night.
Okay.
And at first I wasn't like
I need to check them out because I'm wondering if they're stealing from Poppy's Place.
Like now that I know what it's all about, I'm like, oh, this is brilliant.
It's a Twisted Pee-wee's Playhouse, right?
Yes. And they have like an evil Mr. McMahon puppet come up.
Oh, jeez.
He's talking about, Bray was talking about a match with somebody, and the evil McMahon puppet comes out, and he's got horns, and there's fire around him, and Bray McMahon goes, no, I'm never going to allow that match to happen. Bray goes, oh, well, what if I happen to show you this? Shing, and it's like a big wad of cash, and McMahon goes, I'm listening. So Bray takes like $100 bill and he feeds it to the puppet.
Oh,
and McMahon goes, sounds good to me. and he disappears. And I'm like, that's so brilliant.
Wow.
So brilliant that they even let him do that. So
that to me, that is proof that Vince is scary.
Yeah.
He's willing to take that. He hasn't been to that level since the early Attitude Era.
Yeah.
When he's willing to let himself get ripped apart, that means he's desperate.
Yeah. So I was watching that and I was like, oh, this is awesome. But that's the wrestling wrap up.
Sorry, folks. Wrestling's a big part of us.
Yeah, it is. The another one of the things. Okay, I do have to continue one of the things that I started 2 weeks ago about the entrepreneurship with my friends in the entrepreneurship. A friend of mine, Kristen Verdun from London, she got a hold of me and she asked if I could promote her business, which is Dead Wednesday Designs. So she does. She's a yoga instructor. She does art, like custom artwork. If you go to, she has an Etsy shop. So Dead Wednesday Designs. I think the E in Dead is the number 3, being all artsy and stuff like this. So Dead Wednesday Designs. She has 2 YouTube channels as well. So I think one's a personal vlog and the other one is a yoga channel. So if you, again, check out Dead Wednesday Design, YouTube and Etsy, throw some love Kristen's way. That'd be really appreciated. Do you have any entrepreneurs that...
No.
No?
Nope.
You know one.
I do?
Yeah. Whiskey Jack. Throw some love to that Jeff.
Look up Whiskey Jack on Facebook because the stuff they make, it's all handcrafted, personally designed by the owner, and he puts in the work. If you're a fan of whiskey at all, you need a Whiskey Jack. These are beautiful little dispensary devices.
Yep.
It can be custom made to if you want like a decorative plate and whatnot. They also have wall mounts. They can do light fixtures. I flat out told them that when I win the lottery, I'm getting my whole house decorated in Whiskey Jack.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
He likes to do the metal meets wood kind of that kind of thing. Steampunkish, using pipes and whatnot. It's amazing stuff. Highly recommend Whiskey Jack, the Whiskey Jack Company on Facebook.
Yeah. I think he's got Etsy and there's a website as well. So.
Yep. And he gets around to craft festivals and stuff.
So yeah, like I said, go check out the Whiskey Jack Company. He's got that chessboard that he handmade. Just a gorgeous piece.
Yep.
And
that was meticulous work right there.
Yes, because
all those squares.
All the squares are perfect. They line up perfectly. They're the same. Every single one of those squares is exactly like every other one of those squares. So the Whiskey Jack Company just does amazing work.
Yes, they do.
You got anything coming up?
Just Little Shop of Horrors.
Pimp your stuff?
Last weekend in October. So I think opening night is technically Halloween. And then we have the Friday and Saturday. So that's coming, and it's coming along nicely. A few little stumbles here and there, but it's a smaller show, so it's easier to iron out the wrinkles. But it's coming along nicely. It's going to be a fun show.
Excellent.
And that's really about it right now.
Cool. I got the resurgence, the rebirth of the GW Great White North Wrestling Championship Sports. That's the new name.
Wow, it's a mouthful.
Yeah, that's not going to fit on a T-shirt very easily.
No.
But they've shortened it to GWN Championship Sports.
Okay.
Fine. So So we got that wrestling card in Hamilton, November 2nd. Bell time is 7:30. Yeah, 7:30.
I'll be on stage for closing night. Damn it.
I know. I'll try to get somebody to record it.
That'd be awesome.
My understanding is my match that I'm involved in right now. It's myself, my tag team partner, Shooter Sean Brown, Team Tap Out Rides Again. And we're teaming with Bam Bam Giovanni. We're taking on the Red Menace and the Bully Buchanan in a 6-man match.
Is the Red Menace a duo?
Pardon?
Is the Red Menace a tag team?
Yes, they are.
Okay. Sorry, I heard Red Menace. I thought it was just one guy.
No, they're
Okay.
the Red Menace. I can't remember their names offhand, but I'll put that information out there. You can find that information for that show. There's an event, their Facebook event. Just search for GWN Championship Sports, and you'll find the November 2nd event in Hamilton. I believe it's at the Steelworkers Union Hall.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, on Barton Street.
It's definitely a Union Hall.
It's definitely a Union Hall. So check it out if you're a fan of independent wrestling. Even if you're not a fan, come check out a show. Like I said, if you hear this and you're in the neighborhood, come over, come say hi.
It's always fun.
Yeah,
you gotta experience it, and then you'll feel the energy and you'll get sucked right in.
That's
Guaranteed.
Right. That's right. So I think we're right about that time.
All
right. So what do you think? What do you think of your experience in Shedquarters?
I like it. I like to talk, obviously.
Yeah.
Hence why this is my second podcast. Yeah.
Well,
I can't talk like this at home.
Why not?
Because my wife doesn't like to talk to me, period. And I don't have anybody else to talk to about this shit. So.
Okay, I got you.
My boys were never into much of any of the stuff that I'm into. I could talk a little bit of movie stuff and whatnot, but not as much. They're just not into the same things.
Yeah.
And, Crystal and I, we don't share much of the same interests. So.
Forgot.
You forgot.
Homework. Yeah, we had a couple people make suggestions for discussion topics. Sorry, Dylan.
We will get to
Sorry,
it next
Tim. Week. Yeah, we will.
We'll avoid wrestling talk next week.
Yeah, they said we will. One of the topics, I think Dylan was talking about wanting us to talk about morals and morality, our take on morals and morality.
Okay.
And Tim was also. We did kind of touch on Tim's. He wanted to talk about man's effect on manipulating weather.
Yeah, we did.
So we'll take a little bit deeper dive. Like we just kind of lightly brushed over.
Yeah.
But I said, I promise, fellas, we'll get to your stuff.
Sorry, it was just all elite. It was a major.
Yeah, we
had to.
It was kind of a big deal in our little sphere. So, thank you again for listening to Dispatches from Shedquarters. If you have any feedback or anything, you can email me at mike.luce52@gmail.com. Jason, do you have any way for them getting a hold of you?
Sure. You can email me at countbechy, COUNTBECHY @hotmail.com.
There you go. So, shoot us a line. We really appreciate everybody stopping by. So, Jason, want to take us out?
Sure. For another week in the Shedquarters, I'm Jason.
I'm Mike.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.